The pathways to coming to America. There's a question I've been asked a number of times. Whenever I talk about Navismart AI, an AI-powered platform that streamlines immigration information and resources. Today, I want to talk about the visas that are available to you as someone who wants to pursue American dream. Two types of visas, but I will discuss more on non-immigrant visa. The other one is immigrant visa. Non-immigrant visa is a visa which is temporary, allows you to stay in America for a specific period of time. It's not permanent, unlike immigrant visa, which allows you, gives you a pathway to green card and allows you to be able to stay here permanently. So in non-immigrant visa, this type of visa is given to anyone who is coming here for whatever reason. So you coming in for business, for study, for personal reason, including medical attention, then you can apply for this type of visas. Now, this type of visas, or this type of non-immigrant visa, is also divided into a number of about 5 categories that include tourist visa, study visa, temporary work visa, and business or investment visa, and special kind of a visa. Now, tourist visa is available to any foreign nationality with the ties back home, and you have to prove that you have sufficient fund to cater for your study, for your staying and accommodation in the US. So there are 2 types of tourist visa or tourism business visa, which is B1 and B2. The difference between B1 and B2 is B1 is for business visitors. So if you're coming in here to attend conference, business meetings, then you apply for B1. B2 is for anyone who comes to America for whatever reason, visiting a family member, here to stay here shortly, attend medical attention, then you apply for B1 or B2 visa. So B1 is for business, B2 is for any short stay visas. Now, the second type of non-immigrant visa is for people who are coming to study. So study and exchange visas, and that include F1 for academic students, M1 for vocational or technical students, J1 for program exchange or exchange program. And then for you to qualify for this kind of visas, which is study and exchange visa, then you must be admitted to a university here or college. You must have been admitted to a program, and of course you have to prove that you have the financial ability to cater for your study here. And so I want to mention them once again so that can be able to be it can be clear to you. So we talk about F1 for student, M1 for vocational students, J1 for exchange program. So those are study or exchange visas. The third non-immigrant visa is for temporary work. So if you're coming in here to work for a period of time, then you apply temporary work visa. And this starts from H1B visa, which is for specific or specialty, probably tech, and you only qualify if you already have a bachelor degree, and of course you have an employer sponsoring you are coming here. The second one is H2A, which is for agricultural workers. So if you're in agriculture and you want to come here to work temporarily, then you apply for H2A visa. Then we have H2B visa, which is now non-agricultural workers. So if you are agricultural, then you apply for H2A, but H2B is if you're not in agriculture. And then we have L1, which is intra-company transfer. So you're working in a company and then you're transferred within the company, and then you apply for L1 visa. Now, a very interesting one called O1. This is for individuals with extraordinary ability. So if you can prove that you have, in terms of arts, type of science, in terms of business, then you can qualify to be apply for this kind of visas. And by the way, if you guys want to know more about if you can qualify for a specific kind of visa, then you need to go ahead to www.navismartai.com, and then there's eligibility check. You can check whether you're eligible by providing information about yourself, and then our prof can be able to let you know whether you qualify for any part of type of visa here. So I want to proceed to temporary visa. I've talked about H1B, I've talked about H2A, H2B, and L1, and of course O1. So I want to talk about another one called P visa. Now this is for athletes, for entertainers and artists. So if you're an artist, if you are an entertainer, whether you're an athlete or entertainer, then you can apply. And this is what most of the people like in music industry apply for when they come to perform in the US. There's another one called TN, but this is for people or professionals from Canada and Mexico. They're the people who can be able to apply for this TN visa. So what do you need to do? What do you need to have to qualify? So you need a specific skill. You have to have an employer petitioning for you, and of course you have to have a job offer. So job offer, that the employer is ready to petition for you, and of course you have to prove that you have a special skill to be able to apply for temporary work visa. I want do a recap just for you to understand H1B, H2A, and H2B, L1, O1, P, and TN. These are the types of temporary work visa. Now, the fourth one, non-immigrant visa, is business or investment visas. Now, this is a visa given to somebody who wants to invest in America. So there's E1 for a trader, E2 for an investor. So for you to qualify, you have to be part of the treaty with America, and you have to be able to show that you meet the specific requirement for either E1 or E2. Now, final type of visa, non-immigrant visa, will be other special type of visas given to people who either have suffered trafficking or certain crime. So if you are a victim of trafficking, then you apply for a T visa. If you have you're a victim of certain crime, then you apply for U visa. And of course, K1 is a fiancé visa to a person who is American or a US citizen. So those are types of visas that you can qualify for. And by the way, I believe anyone can qualify for any of these type of visas that I've just talked about. So you just need to understand which one works for you, which one can you qualify for, and then you can be able to apply. Now, quickly, I want to talk about immigrant visas. Those are, they have the pathway to green card. So they are either family-based, they're either employment-based, of course, diversity-based, and humanitarian-based. So it's either family doing this for you. So a family can file or petition for their family member, either a sibling, a sibling, mother or parents, children, as long as the children are under the age of 21 years. So they could be, a relative, immediate relative, or family preferences. And I promise I'll talk about this in the next one. But what you just need to do to qualify for this, to prove that you have a family relationship, and of course the person petitioning for you must be able to demonstrate that they have the finances to take care of you for a period of time as you settle in. Now that is family-based kind of migrant visa. The number two is employment-based visa. This is when somebody is already offering you a job and you made the qualification. Now this one is from, it's called EB, that's employment-based. There's 1 to number 5. Each of them has different categories, and of course I'll talk about them. The third one is diverse donor, which is meant for countries with less population in US, and this allows you to be able to come to US. There's not much. You only need to have a high school education or work experience, and of course you are selected through lottery process. The last one is a humanitarian kind of visa, which is given out to people who either file asylum or asylee, and of course refugees, and of course you must meet specific requirement for that. Now, having talked about this, it's very important that you go to Navismart AI, www.navismart.ai, and get more information. We talk about finding new information, making the information more accessible to you through AI-powered platform. Look at the eligibility check. If you qualify for a specific visa or immigration process. Then after that, we do the document support. Make sure that the forms are filled out, they're reviewed, and sending out application, tracking that application for you. Our platform will be able to do that. Then finally, it will be able to conduct interviews for you if you need to preparation, for the visa interview or citizenship interview. Our platform can be able to do that for you. Of course, our platform will also be able to connect you with the service providers. Assuming, for example, looking for an attorney, for example, looking for any specific immigration service provider, our platform will smartly match you with a service provider based on the information that it has, that you provided into our platform. I'm looking forward to your success